Hello and welcome to the most exciting top 5 Wednesday ever! And today's topic is couples. I'm gonna talk to you about my favorite book OTPs. This is very exciting, guys. Guys, I could mention a lot of these, but a lot of my books I haven't read. I don't want to mention every single Jane Austen couple. And even though I try to pick couples that I've fallen in love while reading the books, they are all portrayed in movies, so you can check those out. So I'm gonna start with my number 6 because obviously I had to have an honorable mention, and that is Percy and Annabeth. And I choose to show the 5th book because this book is where everything happens. Really? Not that really, but I just want to show you this book because it's the last one I've read. Percy and Annabeth, I was feeling it since the first book, so I'm really happy that it happened. Spoiler alert. But it just warms my heart. She doesn't give him the girl in love treatment, you know? She doesn't follow him everywhere, and she just does her shit, and then she kindly reminds herself that she kind of fancied him. It's beautiful. I love this OTP. I think it's very, very good for them. It's very balanced. It's very well done. They're very young, so you know everything. It's not over the top because they're very young, and if it went over the top, it would be really weird because they are only 12, and then by the end of this, they're like 15 or 16. So it's really, the tone is really, it's just right for them, and I really like that. So yeah, number 6. My number 5 in my top 6 is Tris and 4 from the Divergent series. Now I haven't read Allegiant, so don't tell me what happens. So far I really like to read those two together. I really like Tris and 4. I think they're perfect. I think the way they were done in this book is really good. It doesn't take the entire book away from the action and the actual plot. They are each other's support, and I think that's very healthy and beautiful to see and read, and without being over the top. Again, it's just not any, it's not like they are 16 anymore, but it could just take away all the attention and just focuses on them. But it doesn't. The book is mainly about, you know, trees and what the fuck is going on. So the thing that I really love is that it's there, it's just in the right quantity. It's beautiful. So yeah, trees and 4 because obvious. Are we are really getting into my top guys? Let's talk about my number 4. My number 4 is like 3 because the other 3 are just all together. It's just, this is no top, this is just an amalgamation of all my OTPs. I could talk about all the others, but I just didn't want to mention books that I haven't read, and I didn't want to mention the ones that I fell in love while watching only the movie or something like that. So yeah, the next one is Ian and Wanderer from the Host. Guys, is there a most perfect guy than Ian? No. And is there a most beautiful soul than Wanderer? No. Can you imagine these two together? If you haven't read The Host, go read it. You cry and you feel so many feels by reading this because of them. These two together are just perfect. They're just perfect. And it's really weird because Wanderer is in this kind of, it's not a triangle anymore, it's a love square. It's just really beautiful. You can totally tell who she actually loves and who loves her back, and it's, oh guys, my heart is so warmed by this story, and it's just so beautiful. I love these two together. Just read the book. Don't exclude yourself from it because it's Stephanie Meyer. Just read it. It's good. Everyone is telling you it's good. The Host is really good. Go read it. My number 3. I'm learning to love them more because I'm reading the books now, all of them, and it's just amazing. Just, oh my god, it has always been there. Right now I'm reading The Goblet of Fire, but I've read the last 2. So I'm reading Goblet of Fire, and I just read the ball scene, and it's just so obvious. So this couple right now is a lot on my mind. Really like them. just from the movies, I already like them, and that is Ron and Hermione from the Harry Potter series. I cannot mention Harry and Ginny already because I just haven't found that point where I'm just like, this is really good. But I know they happen. I really like those two together as well. But Ron and Hermione is just beautiful to watch and read, and just everything about these two. It's just I really like. He's so protective of her, and Malfoy starts calling her Mudblood since the book 2. And Ron is so protective. It just snaps every time. Cannot say enough how much I love Hermione. So just know that Ron is just right for her. You know, there has been a lot of conversation because J.K. Rowling said she was supposed to be with Harry, and I've heard somewhere that the first draft was supposed to end her with Fred. Every sort of thing that was supposed to happen, and I'm just like, no, Ron is in the second book. Why? No, Ron and Hermione are perfect. And the last movie, you know, that's why I chose this book to show you. It's me right there. So good. This OTP is perfect. So now we're going to my number 2 and number 1, and it's like you can just put these two together in number 1 and I will be fine. So number 2 is Peeta and Katniss from the Hunger Games trilogy. I want to marry Peeta, and I do not want to be Katniss in this world, but I just want to be Katniss in terms of I want to be as loved by Peeta as he loves Katniss. Guys, it's so pretty, I wanna cry. And then Mockingjay happens, and I'm on the floor crying. I read that book in absolute pain, doing the entire thing. I cannot express how much I like this OTP. It's like Peeta is always there for her. He would completely die for her. He would give everything for her well-being, even though in the beginning she doesn't like him like that, not as much as he does. Pete is just perfect, just the perfect boy, the perfect husband. And Katniss has so many problems, and she's so damaged by a lot of stuff, and Peter is just so sweet and attentive. It's just perfect for Katniss because that's what she needs. He is what she needs. And I know this revolves a lot around Peter because I really like Peter. But these two together are just perfect because they are perfect for each other. As every single OTP I just mentioned. I cannot put my feelings into words, guys. It's really hard, so bear with me. And the last one comes to no surprise. Just say it with me. My number 1 is Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice. I'm just gonna put down the book now because you've already seen this book 1,000 times on this channel. Can I say it again? They are perfect for each other. That's just the definition of an OTP. Good OTP. They have to be good for each other, not just one completes the other. In this case, I just really like how the story progresses. I just like how they don't like each other, and then it kind of slowly discovers that he really fancies her, and then she hates him, and then she kind of just like, why do I hate him though? And then it starts to show her how good he can be. And it's beautiful. I've heard somewhere that it's supposed to show that she can change her mind really fast too, like girls did in that time sometimes. I don't know. For me, Elizabeth is a strong-willed woman who sometimes is very stubborn. So when she realizes it, just go for it. I have no words. We all want a Peeta or a Mr. Darcy in our lives, and that's my final comment on all these OTPs. But these are my book OTPs, my favorite couples in books. So thank you so much for watching this video. All my media stuff is down below. I really hope you liked it, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye. This book. What am I saying? I am so badly articulated today. It's awful.